Alright, quick life update. It's 5:42 a.m. I woke up like 14, maybe 15 minutes ago. And now I'm headed to, my job, right? A lot has happened since my last YouTube video. It's been a few weeks, really. It's been like 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And ever since I got this job, I just been, doing this and, hitting the gym and, trying to stay productive. And I've been trying to leave the bad vices behind, you know what I mean? I've just been trying to, lock in and, do what I have to do to get back on my feet. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I work at McDonald's now. Nothing special. Yesterday I had an interview, / world test, for this job that, one of my friend works. They were paying $23 an hour, and all you had to do was read a blueprint and do what it says and weld the parts up. And unfortunately, I didn't do well on the test, and I didn't pass the weld test, so I wasn't offered the job, and that's that. So I gotta move on. So today I'm going back to work. I do have another job that has contacted me about me working at that place, which is Target. And I wouldn't mind working at Target. I wouldn't mind working there, at all. I wouldn't mind it one bit. So yeah, I went there yesterday as well in the afternoon, just to check up and see what's up, in terms of where my application was, and to try to see if they have an answer already, which they didn't. So yeah, they said, so they contacted the hiring manager or the hiring person that takes care of that whole process, and let's see what they say in these next few days. So yeah, right now I'm mostly looking forward to working at McDonald's. I'm gonna try to do overnights. Overnights is something that I'd rather do. They pay more, and I'd rather do all that, instead of working in the day. So yes, that's something I'd rather do, to be honest, just because of the pay, really. And that job's just temporary, so it's a temporary job. So you know what I mean. It's not for long. It's just so I can get, pick up so I can, get some money first, and then weigh my options. Like I said, I'm thankful that I still have I still have a few more job offers left. And so now I'm just trying to pick, what's best for me and my situation. So yeah. In the meantime, though, I'm just been working, putting my head down and working, trying to not complain about, where I work and, how early I have to wake up. And the schedule isn't that bad, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. But, I'd rather make more money, bro. I'd rather make more money, if I'm being honest. So, yeah. I'm gonna talk to the manager today, see if I can work overnights, or 2 p.m. to 10 or whatever it is. So yeah, I'd rather do that, if I'm being honest, just while I get these new jobs in order. You know what I mean? So yeah. other than that, man, life is great. Life is good, you know, can't complain. I'm still alive, like I said, I'm still alive and well, so still a lot of life to live, you know what I mean? I know I've been lacking on these YouTube videos, you know, but I'm gonna try to, you know, keep on putting them out there, you know, regardless of, you know, regardless of what goes on, I'm sorry. So yeah. And I'm also thankful for this McDonald's job, you know, because it's forced me to, you know, communicate and it's forced me to communicate with other people, and you know, that's something I really needed, you know, was people skills, and you know, getting on my bubble, and you know, meeting new people and this and that, and come to find out, meeting new people is really fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to, you know, more people, to knowing more people, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm thankful for that part. You know, also it's helped me, you know, improve my, you know, multitasking, my people skills, and yeah, those traits are something that I'm trying to improve, you know, so that job definitely helps me improve it and, you know, better myself in that aspect of life. And yeah, I'm thankful for that as well. You know, I'm just trying to look at it through a better perspective, you know. I'm not trying to look at it like, oh man, I work at McDonald's. I'm just like, you know, looking at it under a different light. You know, I'm learning new things there. I'm meeting new people, and that's something that, you know, it's something that's gonna help me, and that, you know, it's good for me, you know. So I'm thankful for this job, you know. I'm thankful for it, so I can't complain. So yeah. But that's gonna be it for this video. You know, just a little recap of what's been going on in my life these past 2-3 weeks that I haven't posted. You know, I've been trying to just focus and, you know, better myself. You know, self-improvement is something that I'm big on, and you know, that's something that I've been focused on, you know, these past few weeks since I've been hired as a McDonald's crew member. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video, and I will be back with another video later today. You know, maybe you know, give you guys my thoughts of, you know, after my shift. But yeah, you know, thank you guys for, you know, watching this video, and you know, I'll see you guys in the next one for sure. So yeah, later.